Come again?
It's not really stable. Yes. Yes.
Are you getting me? Are you getting me now?
Are you getting me now? Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So, like I said, I am connecting from Senegal. So this morning we are going to be looking at a
Going to
water
be looking
cycle.
at what. Wait, just please 1 minute, please 1 minute. It's like the network here is really hard. The network is really bad. The network is really bad. The network is really bad. It's like the network here is really bad. The network is really bad. Okay, let's try.
So, like I was saying, this morning we are going to. Have you started the recording?
Yes, yes, already.
So this morning we shall be looking at the water cycle. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Very perfect.
Can you see my screen? All right. So can I continue?
Yes, yes.
Can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. So this morning I want to share with you about the water cycle. Now, the first thing I want you to do is go to your books. I want you to write down three things you know about the water cycle, and you write down three things you want to know about the water cycle. I'll give you 2 minutes for you to do that. 2 minutes. Write down what you know about a water cycle and what you want to know about water cycle. Three things.
Have you gotten the instructions? Do that as fast as possible.
Three things
Hakuna.
you know about the water cycle and three things
Fire.
you want to know about the water cycle.
Sit down.
Mr. Russel, Mr. Russel,
Yes,
um,
I can get
a
you.
student is joining from India. I think she has to share her own web too.
You have to.
So she has to share her own
Where's
idea.
your own pen?
She's she's joining
Yes,
the meeting.
okay, no problem.
Okay.
No problem, no problem.
Say write three things you know about water cycle.
We are left with 1 minute. We are left with 1 minute.
So we are left with 1 minute.
We are left with 1 minute.
Who is she? Uh, where is she?
20 seconds.
You write it, the others is limit. No. Zan. Right.
20 seconds.
Right, Zan.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All pens down. Drop your pens, everybody. I want two persons to share with us what they've written down.
Yes.
Yes, the person behind.
Quick, let me yes.
So I have read about evaporation and and precipitation.
Okay, so what do you
Are you getting?
want to know in the water cycle? Yes. What do you want to know in the water cycle?
So evaporation is a movement that the water of a river, a point where is water that it's evapor to create to create cloud. And about precipitation is when those clouds take take back their from water and fill in the earth.
Okay, that is good. Can we all clap for him? Good. Okay, I want someone to, can you just point another person who can also
Yes,
give us what he or she wants to know about a water cycle?
yes, you get.
Before that, I'll start by saying what I wrote. I wrote evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. And
So
I would
what do you
want
want
to
to know
know
in
more.
the water cycle?
Okay, I would want to know experience. Um,
Ishita,
how
I'm coming back to you.
I want to experience why
Ishita, I'm
the
coming back to you.
river.
Did you get him?
Okay,
Did you
that
get
is good.
him?
Yes, yes, I got her quite well. So, okay, that is a good one. Now, let's also get from Ishita. Ishita, yes, can you share with us? Ishita, are you there? Is it my network? I can get you.
Yes.
Are you there with Ishita? Can you share with us? Ishita, are you there? Okay, let's just continue. Ishita will come back later. All right, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
If you cannot
So
see,
if
how can
you
you see here?
have you already you already have an idea on what you know about a water cycle, and also you have an idea what you want to learn or what you want to know about the water cycle in this lesson. You just need to be attentive. All right. Now, our objectives of today is we have to define a water cycle, we have to describe the processes of a water cycle, and we have to illustrate a water cycle. I'll give you 1 minute, 20 seconds to copy down the objectives. I give you 1 minute, 20 seconds to copy down the objectives. Can you get me?
Yes.
Right, already.
No.
I give you 1 minute,
Right,
20
copy
seconds
the
to
water
complete the
cycle.
objective. Where's your book?
I'm giving you 1 minute, 20 seconds to copy down the objectives.
So you begin by writing the title of the lesson, which is the water cycle. Before you write the objective, write the lesson title first, water cycle. Then you write all the objectives. That's what we do.
We are left with 40 seconds.
So we are not setting the objectives.
Can you share the objective?
Can you share the
I am
objective?
sharing the objective. Are you not seeing the objectives?
No, we are not seeing the objective.
Let me come. Let me come. You can't see my objective.
Maybe you share your screen again. We share your screen.
Can you see it now?
We are seeing evaporation.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, yes, it's okay.
Yes, those are the objectives. We agree.
Okay, copy. Copy. Ishita, are you with us?
Maybe she's facing problem with the connection, just like us in Cameroon.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I realized.
She might be facing problem.
That's what I realized. But it's okay. I will share. I will share the. You will share the slides with her. Can we continue?
Wait, go, go, wait.
We free. Are we finished?
Can we continue? We cannot take the whole day to copy just objectives of 3 lines.
Is everyone
That's
there?
objective. You are written in French. Objective. Look at what you have there. Look at objective.
Senator, you can
Look at
continue,
your
please.
objective.
You can continue, please.
Okay. Now, I want someone to give us a brief definition of what he or she understands by a water cycle. Share with us what you understand by a water cycle. Yes, Ishita. Yes, Ishita, we are listening. Ishita is like your mic, we can't get you. Ishita, we can't get you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let us. Can someone else in the class share with us? Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The audio, please.
The water cycle is the water that evaporates from the sea and then as rain falls, it goes back into the sea.
Yes. That is, and you have an idea about the water cycle. Yes. Those behind.
Yes, Ethan.
Water cycle is a process.
Repeat again.
Yes, we
I didn't get you. Your network was breaking.
That can do the processus et c'est un processus qui peut se réaliser autant de fois qu'il peut.
autant de
Après ça, ça se répète petit à petit.
Guys, it is a process that can repeat itself as many times as possible.
Did you get it, Mr. Tita?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. I got it quite well. That is good. Now, I love the word processes because,
We
yeah, I
have
like
three
when you use the word processes. Yes,
hands.
yeah. I see another hand. I see another
Yes.
hand up. Yes,
So water cycle.
Stand up.
Okay, so water cycle is a process of water undergoes
good, good, good. That is good. Yes. Any other hand?
Yes.
water
Yes.
cycle is the process when the water cycle the process when the sun come from the rain of the sun come from the water which make the water evaporate condense after come into rain like precipitation.
Good. Now, please, can we avoid moving from one corner of the class to another? Please, everyone should be seated.
Yes. The last hand.
Water cycle is the process which will evaporate different water bodies.
Okay, that is good. Now, let me continue. Let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, you say yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Now, a water cycle. Here we said a water cycle is the journey that water takes around the earth. Are we there? The journey water takes around the earth. Meaning, we all know what a journey is. We can travel from Douala to Yaoundé. That is a journey. We travel from Douala to Bafoussam. That is a journey. So water also undertakes a journey. So I will tell you that a water cycle is an endless interchange of water, an endless interchange of water from the atmosphere to the Earth's surface and back to the atmosphere. That is a journey. Water leaves the atmosphere, comes to the Earth's surface, and goes back to the atmosphere. That is the journey water undertakes. And now, before water undertaking this journey, it goes through several processes. Can you get me? Can you get
Yes.
me? Good.
Yes,
Like
sir.
I said, for water to leave the atmosphere to the earth and back to the atmosphere, it undergoes different processes. It undergoes different forms. It undergoes different shapes. It takes different forms to transform or to undertake the journey from the atmosphere to the earth and back to the atmosphere. And we are going to be looking at the different processes of a water cycle. Is there anyone that does not understand the meaning of or the definition of water cycle? If you know, Ishita, do you want to share with us?
No hand. Okay, we have one
Okay,
person. Yes. What is
okay.
that? What is that I don't understand?
I don't understand the meaning.
The audio is not getting you.
I don't understand the meaning
You don't understand the meaning. Okay, let me explain again if you don't understand the meaning of a water cycle. Are we there?
of water cycle.
That you should read.
All right. Now we said water cycle refers to the journey that the water undertakes on the Earth's surface. I will say a water cycle is the endless interchange of water from the atmosphere to the Earth's surface and back to the atmosphere. Like I made mention of the fact that water undertakes a journey, just like you can take a journey from Douala to Yaoundé, from Douala to Bafoussam, or from Dakar to Nkaparu. Those are all journey. Water undertakes such journey, and it takes undertakes this journey in different shapes, in different forms. And these shapes and forms is what is known as the processes of a water cycle. Do you
There is a
understand
hang up.
now?
There is a hang up.
Yes?
No.
Okay.
Can you please, can you, if you can try in French so that this young man will understand very well. He has a problem with
Okay.
the language.
Oui, tu vas juste parce que je parle pas bien français, mais je vais juste essayer.
Are you there?
Oui, oui, je suis là. Et votre réseau est en train de déranger. Et je viens
No.
d'expliquer que water cycle, si on parle de water cycle, on parle c'est le mouvement de l'eau surface, aux surfaces sur la Terre et ça rentre aux surfaces, à l'atmosphère. D'accord. Et maintenant, on parle de ces mouvements de l'eau, ça continue jusqu'à, et ça prend différentes formes et différents processus pour arriver euh, au ciel et rentrer sur la terre. D'accord?
He said yes. He said yes. It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, yeah, it's okay.
All right. So can we say we have achieved the first objective, define a water cycle?
Yeah.
Has everyone attained? I want all of us to move together. Has everyone attained the first objective to define? So can everyone define a water cycle?
Yes.
What's my guy describe what I said? He said we free.
All right. Let me. I want to choose. I want to choose somebody to define a water cycle for us.
Yeah, this man in front. This man in front.
Can I go on?
Yeah, this man in front.
No, 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 no. The other one. The other one. No, the one beside. The one with the bottle. The boy and the girl with a water bottle in front, just in front of the projector.
No.
Yeah, the girl should define
Okay.
the water
Mr.
cycle
Tita.
to us.
Mr. Tita,
Yes.
please, can you wait so that Mr. May can help this guy having difficulty with English so that he can
Okay.
translate.
Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Okay.
They said the water cycle also is the journey of water in the earth surface. Is it clear? C'est-à-dire le mouvement d'eau sur la surface de la terre. That's what the water cycle is.
Comprends?
Is it
Yeah.
clear?
Okay.
All right. Who can read to us our second objective? We are moving to the next objectives. Who can read to us the second objective? Yes.
Describe the process of the water cycle.
We are going to describe the processes of a water cycle. Good. And now, what are the processes of the water cycle? We are talking about the different processes that water moves. How is it called? A change of state of water from the atmosphere to the earth surface. How is it called? Somebody has a question?
Yes.
I saw someone putting their hand up. Do you have a
Yes.
question?
So firstly, water evaporates from either rivers, water bodies, or ocean, then turns into vapor and condenses to clouds, which creates precipitation, and water falls down to the earth.
Did you
Can
get
we
him?
clap for him? That's
Can we clap?
Can we clap for him? All right. Perfect. Let me share my screen. Please, if I share my screen, if you can see it, just indicate that you've seen. Is it okay?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
I can't see the image.
Now, I want to give you,
Yeah.
I'm giving you 30 seconds to copy the definition of a water cycle in your book. Copy the definition. Copy the definition of a water cycle in your book, and just the first three lines.
Copy the first three
Copy
lines for those who
these.
can see
Copy
very well.
those.
Those who cannot see, copy from your friend who can see.
Copy the water cycle is the journey that water takes around the earth. The first three lines. Copy it in your book. Let's move to the next. You are not copying everything. You are ending here. You are ending at earth.
Sit down, sit down. What need the
Are we there? Can we continue?
No.
Are you done?
Oh, yes, sir. That's
We are moving to the next. Ishita, have you copied?
Everybody sit down. Copy now from your friend. Sit down, everybody. After this, you have your best stop there, right? Go ahead, please.
For those who are watching online, we are having a lesson about the water cycle. You can just help us by tapping on your screen. Can we continue?
Sit down, everybody. Now, sit down. Let's continue. Well, please, I know pass.
Can we continue?
Please, and sit down. Ketan, can you sit down? No noise. Remember, Gascon is on Monday. Remember, Gascon is on Monday and then. If you continue talking, you will not go to Gascon. I'm very, very serious. Close this laptop.
Bonjour, Jean-Pierre.
Can continue,
Can we
please.
continue? All right. So we are moving to the processes of a water cycle. And the first process we are going to be looking at on the water
It's
cycle
like
is
Ishita is back.
evaporation.
It's like Ishita is back.
Can Ishita is back?
Yeah, Ishita is back. Hello, Ishita.
So we are going to
Hello, are you with us?
her
She's still
mic. I
facing
think
the wall.
her mic might be having an issue.
No, but when we started, she was okay.
Yeah, she was okay. I don't know. In the course of time, everything changed. So
Yes,
can we
she
continue?
started. Yes, continue. No noise.
All right. So the first processes of a water cycle we are going to be looking at, the first process we are going to be looking at evaporation. Most of us have heard about evaporation, but we might not know what evaporation is all about. Can someone share with us what evaporation is?
Yes, Adam.
evaporation is when the sun is when the light of the sun water bodies after they evaporate to water level.
Did you
Correct.
hear me?
Any other person? Yes, I got him. Any other person?
So, so,
Yes.
so when the sunlight like it hits the water, make it evaporate in form of vapor. So in conclusion, evaporation is when water change of form to become a gas.
Perfect. That is good. All of you, I think you have a great idea about what evaporation is. So evaporation is one of the processes water goes through from the Earth's surface to the atmosphere. On the Earth's surface, it is water, but when it is going to the atmosphere, it goes in the form of a water vapor. That is the first process of a water cycle. I'm not going to give you time to copy. I'm going to share the slide with your teacher, and he's going to share with you all. All right, let's move to the next. Condensation. Can someone share with us what condensation is?
Yes, Elsa.
Condensation is when the clouds absorb water and are ready to make them as
Come again. I didn't get you well.
Condensation is when the clouds absorb the water bodies and are ready to let them go as rain.
Okay, that is good. Any other person that wants to share with us?
Yes, Adam.
Condensation is when the vapor vapor that have evaporated become in the cloud. After the cloud are just and make them to be water. After it can now form as rain.
Okay, that is good. That is good. Excellent. Now,
Yes, we have the last time.
what I want you to
The last
understand
time.
is, remember, during
We have
evaporation, water.
we have the last time.
Okay,
Yes.
Condensation is the cooling down of water vapor from cloud.
The
okay,
cooling down of water vapor to
all
form
right.
cloud. Yeah, Ishita. Ishita, any contribution?
Good. That is good. That is good.
Ishita, you can use the chat box. You can use the chat box to communicate.
Ishita has a problem, I think, with her voice or
You can
her
use
mic, I
you can
think.
use you can use the chat box to
Can we
communicate.
just continue? Can we just continue? Can we continue?
Yeah, we can.
Can we continue?
Mr. Russel, are you there?
All right. So, like I made mention of the fact that during evaporation, yes, I'm okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, we can continue.
Like I made mention, during during evaporation, when water goes to the Earth's surface in the form of a water vapor, this water vapor is hot. And now, since this water vapor is hot, it goes to the atmosphere, it cools down, and it turns back into tiny water droplets. These tiny water droplets are being formed in a process known as condensation. They are being formed from a condensed air on the Earth's surface. Are we there? All right. Let's move to precipitation. Are we together?
Are we together?
Are we together? Are you there?
We are there. We are there.
Okay, so let's continue. So we'll move to precipitation. Precipitation, we experience precipitation on daily basis, though in different forms, though in different how can I put different process. So we have different kinds of precipitation. Now, like we rate and goes to the atmosphere, they are being cooled and they condense and they form tiny water droplets. Now, when these tiny water droplets become very heavy on the Earth's surface, making it difficult for the atmosphere to carry these tiny water droplets, they fall back on the Earth's surface in three different forms and shape. They might either fall by it or hail. Most of us must have experienced snow. Most of us must have experienced hail, rain, and sleet. Those who were born in Cameroon, I think they have not experienced snow and hail. But these are all different forms of rain or precipitation on the Earth's surface. We've spoken now. When rain falls, what happens on the Earth's surface? When precipitation in different form, that is in the form of a slate, in form of snow, in form of rain, when they fall on the Earth's surface, what happens? Are being infiltrated on the Earth's surface, on the soil. Some of them move on the Earth's surface, they flow on the Earth's surface as overland flow, and others also move into the oceans, the seas, the lakes, etc., etc. So we need to take into consideration the different from when they reach the Earth's surface. What happens? The first thing is when they reach the Earth's surface, they move on land as overland flow. They go into the earth, the soil, as infiltration, and they also are being captured by leaves of plant in a process known as interception. So we need to take note of these different movement or different collection of water. I made mention of
Any
the fact
question?
that they move on the earth.
Any
Any
question so
question?
far? Say no.
So we can continue, right? All right. So let us look at runoff. We know all what runoff is. From the name itself, runoff, we understand that water is moving downhill. Water is moving downhill. So when water moves downhill, it moves either into streams, it moves either into rivers, or it returns to ocean where everything become. We realize that ocean is the highest body that evaporation occurs because it is very open to sunlight, exposed to sunlight. And when sunlight hits this water, they evaporate and they move to the earth surface for the cycle to continue. Now, let us look at water. We're talking about water cycle. We realize that when this water flows back to the earth surface, they serve on different purposes for both humans, animals, and plants. We need to make we cannot leave it unnoticed that water contributes so much in the growth of plants. It contributes in the life of animals, and they also contributes in our growing up in our blood. How can I put it? In the addition of bloodstream in our body. Now, one thing we need to take into cognizance is the fact that what most of us conserve water in wells, taps, or reservoirs. So, all in all, one would say that a water cycle is a fascinating process that keeps the earth water supply constantly moving and changing. That is why we will realize that water will never stop, we will never go dry because as evaporation takes place, it goes back to the atmosphere and it falls back to us as rain. So it is a continuous process. It doesn't stop. It happens. It is just like you going to Douala and Yaoundé back. You're going to Douala, you're going back to Yaoundé. So it doesn't change. It will never end. That is why we say it is an endless interchange of water on the earth's surface. Question time. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Question time.
Yeah,
Ishita,
question
are you with
time.
us? If you don't have any question, Ishita, you want to share with us?
It seems
Ishita, we
as
can't
if
get you.
your mic is muted. Unmute yourself.
Check if you've not covered your mic with your hand or you're putting it on top of something.
Unmute yourself. Ishita, unmute yourself.
Okay, maybe she'll come back later. Okay, now, um, for those, if you know you've learned something, I want you to write down. Are you there? Are you there? Are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
there?
yeah.
All right. I want them to write down one thing they've learned from the lesson of today. One thing. Write down one thing you've learned from the lesson of today.
Everyone, write down one thing you have learned from today's lesson. Write down one thing you have learned from today's lesson. Ishita, you can write on WhatsApp, the group on WhatsApp.
This I want the first person on your right to answer this
Yes,
question. I want the person to share. The first, yes,
yes.
that's him. I want him to share after this.
Share what? No, right. When you finish, you share. Ishita, you can share your idea on
Yes.
the WhatsApp. You can share your idea on WhatsApp, Ishita. Since you are unable to text. Ishita, share your ideas on WhatsApp. Yes, he said he's ready.
That water is not just a liquid.
Be audible, please.
That water is not just a liquid.
So okay, water is not just a liquid. Water is, if water is not a liquid, it is.
Water has many forms.
I'm listening. If water is not just a liquid, it is. Water has many forms. Good. I want another person to share with us what he or she has learned from today's lesson. Another person to share with us what he or she has understood from today's lesson. Yes. Yes.
Constantly,
Yes.
I have learned that water is permit to water to be constantly in motion.
That is good. Correct.
Who else?
Any other
Yes.
person that wants to share with us?
I have learned that I have learned that water cycle that water cycle is a process that cannot be stopped and that it happens and that water happens.
Some water has many
All right.
processes.
All right. That is good. All right. Now, without wasting our time, I want us to answer. I want us to answer some questions. I want to test your understanding of the topic. Okay.
Yes. We are going to work together, answering questions together.
All right. If you can see my screen, let me know.
Not yet. We are not seeing your screens.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Ishita. Ishita says precipitation can be sleet, hail, snow, and rain. And these different types of
Can you see?
precipitation different type of precipitation can also cause that.
Okay, that is correct. Can you see my screen?
I'll be reading the question since our projector is not that clear, too clear. I'll be reading the question. Okay.
All right. So our name is La Gaieté.
Okay.
Are we there?
Yeah, okay, we are starting, please. Please. What process is
All right.
this? Which which letter is showing where water is evaporating? Which letter is showing where water is evaporating? Oh, sorry. Let's see. You cannot really see. You cannot really see. I think from the much light.
Next question. You need to be fast.
Which letter shows where water is evaporating?
We don't even see.
Yeah, Mr. Tita, please, you just wait a bit because it seems as if, please, you have to wait. It seems as if I'll need to arrange the projector so that it will be more clearer.
Can we move to the next?
No, please just wait, I beg.
Are you ready now? Have you set it up?
Yeah, let's start. Let's try, please. It's not that clearer. Yes,
Can we go to the next?
yes. Sit down. Sit down.
You need to be fast. If not, the time.
That shows where precipitation is. Precipitation occurs.
Which letter? Which letter?
A.
You lost?
Which letter shows where water is collected?
F. I think it's B. I think it's F.
Most water on the earth is found in. Sit down. You must not sit now.
River and ocean. Stream.
We have A, rivers. We have B, ocean.
B is stream. C stream. Ocean.
Correct answer is.
Ocean. B.
All right. Now, if you enjoy the lessons, the lesson of today, I want to see your hand like this. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the lesson, thumb down. If you enjoy the lesson, thumb up. If you do not enjoy the lesson, thumb down. All right. So
If you enjoy the
before I
if
go,
you enjoy the lesson today, thumb up.
that is good. Ishita, if you have any question, you can type it and send, and I'll reply you. Okay. Send it to my brother. He's going to reply you. Okay. Any question? Any question before I go? Any
Any
question?
question? Yes, Miriam. That how many times can water in a circle happens in a day?
In a day, let me make it clear. It depends on the quantity or the amount of evaporation that takes place. Remember, if water is not being evaporated, there will be no water in the atmosphere. Water needs to evaporate, condense before falling back as rain. So the quantity, the amount of water that is evaporated will be the same amount of water that comes back on the earth's surface. So I cannot tell you the exact amount of water that can fall as rain in a day, or the amount of water that can be evaporated in a day. So it depends on the intensity of sunlight that will hit the earth's surface, and evaporation will take place. So it is like they work together. An increase in evaporation will lead to an increase in the intensity of sunlight will lead to an increase in evaporation, and at the same time an increase in condensation and an increase in rainfall. So when evaporation does not take place, there will be no rainfall. Any other question?
Any other question? Any other question? Okay, so Mr. Tita, I'm going to the next class, which is ISP 1C, 1A, sorry. That is, I think that is Ishita's class. That is Ishita's class. Are you getting me?
Okay, so
So
yes, I'm
I'm
getting
going
you.
now to so I'm going now to Ishita's class. That is ISP 1A, and
Okay.
that is at in 28 minutes time. So maybe you disconnect and then we'll connect later. So
All right.
Ishita, if you were
Their network is disturbing. I think they have a
20,
network.
are you there?
Is it going to be is it going to be the same lesson?
Yes, yes,
Ah,
the same
okay.
lesson.
In 20. Okay, okay.
In 20,
No, no, no.
20 minutes. So please, can we clap for Mr. Russel? Can we clap for him and say thank you? Okay. See you in 20 minutes time. Ishita, see you in 20 minutes time. I'll be in your class.
Okay. All right.
No, no, no. Sit down. Sit down. Everybody sit down.